Test, test. Let's see if my mic's working. Test, test. Let's see if my mic's working. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, I don't like the way that. Okay, let's. Josh, man, the way. Oh my god, man. All right, let's just get into it. All right. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond, thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Junkie, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Love this game, Josh. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So, that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That that dummy. You'd think the one day you think on days this important she'd be a little wait a minute. Let me start over. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Junkie. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Who the hell is snitching me out? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, you nosy bitch. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so. Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one that haven't read. It's one I haven't read before. Percent. I'm assuming I have to read. That's the title. Get out of my head. 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 Yeah, okay. So it just keeps saying get out of my head. I'm not going to read that. And then at the end it says get out of my head. And then it continues to get, okay, wait, okay. So the first half, let me start over. It says, get out of my head. And then it says, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish this poem. Uh-oh. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Oh boy, I don't like where this is going. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Junkie, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I already got a pit in my stomach. I think I know. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Okay. Now, Josh, this thing gonna make no sense to you, but give me a second. Chrissy, this is your brother. Stop watching right now. Don't watch any more of this stream after. Turn it off right now, okay? Turn it off right now. Okay, let's get back into it. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gestures of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday the things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. An exemption has occurred. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. Same, bro. That's why I couldn't talk. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it was for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been. Dude, the hairs on my arms and neck is standing up. Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 The pit in my stomach. The way they did the art, though. What the fuck? How they do Sayori like that? Holy shit. What did they do to her? Holy fuck. Well, for whoever comes across this, I highly recommend maybe not watching this. It's 2 in the morning. I just wanted to wrap this part up so we can go into Act 2 tomorrow. Holy shit. I don't know how to end this. I'm just... This was a 16-minute stream. She did hit to it. for those of you brave enough that actually click on this video, I hope if you're feeling some type of way after this, reach out to somebody, because that, holy shit. Holy shit. I'm just going to end it here. We'll be back again tomorrow sometime, maybe morning, afternoon. Definitely a night stream, because we're going to get back into this. But for those who did stop by or are going to watch this, thank you. I won't be mad if nobody watches this. This is the fucked up part. We'll be back at it again tomorrow sometime. Yes. Again, I'm going to repeat it. Maybe I didn't touch on it enough. That was just Act 1. The game is not done. We'll be jumping into Act 2, which, as you can see, my mod says is a lot darker. Just as dark. We'll be jumping back into this either tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. But until next time, double peace.